Hey, what's up, guys? It's Rocco. Finally, in front of camera. What a novel concept. I'm finally an actual YouTuber now. So I figure what better way to begin my first video on camera by showing you the top of the heap. Best cards in my collection. Top 20. There we go. 20 cards in my collection. My 20 favorite cards. All right, first off, now a lot of these cards, like on my recent editions, my recent editions videos, I'm not going to include those cards yet because I want them to percolate, get used to being in my collection, give them a little time to breathe, like a fine wine. But yeah, a lot of these are going to be cards that I haven't shown you guys before, so I made that a priority. All right, let's get started. All right, number 20. You saw this one in my PSA bulk order. This is a 2013 Topps Chrome Manny Machado rookie card. It's a PSA 10. Like, this crept into the top 20 because, for one, I think Machado is a great player. And now that he's starting to now that he's with the Dodgers, he's starting to get on some better teams now. I only see him playing for, either Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, etc. from here on out in his career. So hopefully that'll make this card skyrocket. So it creeps into the top 20. All right, number 19. I think I showed you this card before in my 75 Topps video. But here is a 76 Topps Gary Carter first solo card with the rookie cup. It's a PSA 9. Love this card. You guys know that I have a major affinity for the old Expos players from back in the day with those awesome uniforms. Gary Carter was such a great player too, and he seemed like a heck of a nice guy as well. That card is pretty bang on the centering too. The only thing I can see how it's fair that they gave it a 9 instead of a 10. This corner right here, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just the slightest ding. I mean, you have to really get up close to see it. That's the only thing you can knock on. That's why I didn't get a 10. This thing is crisp. All right, number 18. You gotta have a Nolan Ryan card in this. This is the 75 Topps. This is one of my favorite Nolan Ryan cards. One of my 3 favorite players of all time in my favorite set of all time. 7.5 on the grade on this card. Really nice Nolan Ryan card right here. All right. All right, number 17. Another first solo card. This is a 78 Andre Dawson. It's a PSA 9. See the grade there. And there's the aforementioned rookie cup right there. You know what, guys? I'm just sick and tired of calling it the first solo card. Let's start a thing. Let's call it the Rocco Rookie Card. Because y'all know how I don't like the multiplayer cards like the rookie stars. Can't stand the way those cards look. I'm a first solo card guy. Rocco Rookie Card from here on out. RRC. Let's make it a thing. Let's get it in Beckett. A Beckett designation by the end of the year. That's the power of my subscribers. Let's do it. All right. Number is this? I forgot. We'll figure it out. First T206 of this thing here. This is a Hall of Famer, Huey Jennings. Love this. Look at that expression. And even better is it has my favorite back. It's a polar bear back. And don't forget, kids, when you're in the market for some scrap tobacco, don't forget, polar bear is now, always has been, and always will be the best scrap tobacco. It's just so cocky and confident. I love it. I know when I have a hankering for some scrap tobacco, polar bear. Let's see, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Number 15. It's my dude. Ichiro, yet another one of my favorite players who is on an AL West rival of my Texas Rangers. This is a 2001 Topps Chrome traded. Ichiro Suzuki rookie card. This dude was such a classic. It's a PSA 10. It was just like the bludgeon ball era, and then this little whippet-like guy comes into the league and starts playing like 1890s style baseball. It's awesome. Love Ichiro. All right, number 14. Now, this is just a sentimental favorite of mine. It's a Sandy Koufax 65 Topps. Now, look at the centering on that card. This is a PSA 4. Look at the centering on that card. I love the centering on this card. Just the corners and edges are really dinged up. You can really see it on the back here. But how cool of a picture is that of Sandy Koufax? I mean, he's ready to do some damage. Like, 3 strikes, you're out, buddy. That look had to have terrified batters back in 1965. He was absolutely nasty. 65 Sandy Koufax. Okay, number 13 this is my best pull ever out of a pack or a box. I got this out of a group break last year. It's a 2017 Topps Finest Blue Refractor autograph, Aaron Judge, and it is a PSA 10. This is out of 150. The Topps Finest, I just love the way it looked last year. In that group break, I was fortunate enough to get the Yankees, and I got lucky. This is without a doubt my best pull. This thing has a Beckett High book value of tick over $500. So keep in mind, this is not my most valuable cards. This is my 20 most favorite cards. I'm not really an autograph seeker. I'm not a huge autograph guy. In fact, I don't think I've never bought an autograph card, like just straight up bought one off off eBay or whatever. But if one comes my way out of a pack or a box, bam. Okay. Next up is a 78 Topps Eddie Murray rookie card, and this is an 8. One of the best switch hitters of all time. Probably third best. I mean, Mickey Mantle 1, Chipper Jones 2, Eddie Murray. I might be forgetting someone big time. But he's easy top 5, no question about it. This card's in really good shape. I mean, the centering's, this is, I didn't want to spend like a ton of money for a 9. Nines go for like $200-300 plus, and I was like, I think I'm good with an 8 as long as it looks good, and this one definitely qualifies. Like the eye appeal on it. Okay, let's see. I keep losing track of the number. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Number 11. Mr. Cal Ripken Jr. 82 tops traded. This is at PSA 8. Y'all saw me get this one back in my first PSA order, like when I redeemed the 15 vouchers. Like the reason it got it is super crisp, good center, and the print dot. Oh, see if I can see that in my finder. Print dots right up in here. A couple of pretty prominent ones. That's what kept it from a higher grade. But other than that, bam. Excellent. All right, number 10. Reach the top 10. Okay, 1980 tops. Rickey Henderson, my dude. Most underrated player of all time, in my opinion. All-time leader in stolen bases and walks? What? How is that even possible? You would do anything to keep this man off base, and yet he walked more than anyone in the history of baseball up until Barry Bonds broke his walks record. That is ridiculous. Ricky, you are a beast, dude. And what a great looking card, too. Great picture of Rickey Henderson in his rookie year. Awesome. All right, number 9, George Brett, 75 tops. This is the last card I acquired in completing the 75 tops set. And I wanted it to be a good one. I wanted at least an 8 in it, and I got an 8. I'm very happy with this one. It is very crisp. Yeah, this is a really clean card. I just love the eye appeal of it. All right. And what is a top 20 favorite card countdown without one of my 3 all-time favorite players? It's Nolan Ryan, Ken Griffey Jr., and Ted Williams. Well, here's another one of my all-time favorites. 89 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. in a PSA 9. I have no desire for a 10 because honestly, this looks like a 10 to me, so I'm very happy with it. I'm not paying $300 plus for a PSA 10. When this one I'm very happy with. I've noticed this card's lost a little bit of luster lately. But it's Ken Griffey Jr., dude. Come on. This card is an iconic card. I wanted this card more than anything ever. When I was a kid, back in like 92, 93, I begged my parents to get this card for me for Christmas, and they finally did. But that one was kind of dinged up. I had to get a collector-worthy one. Okay, number 7? Yeah, I think 7. The little fella, Jose Altuve, a PSA 10. A 2011 Topps update. Man, this set is starting to become iconic. There's so many great rookies in this set. Trout, Altuve. Man, this guy's a great player. And when I don't know if y'all have seen the video where I think this is from my first submission. I was so pumped. I was almost as pumped that this came back a 10 as the Roger Clemens. Foreshadowing. But not yet. Okay, number 6. Clayton Kershaw. This is a 2008 rookies and update and highlights, or rookie and highlights, something like that. Oh, update and highlights. I don't know why they called it that this year. I think this is the only year they called it that. But this is a gold foil version, and it is a PSA 9. Got this for a really good price online. I had to take advantage of it. I'm a big fan of Kershaw, as he is. Come on, focus. He is a Texan, Dallas, Texas. And one thing that makes me like him even better is he turned down a scholarship to Texas A&M, which tells me he's a good decision maker, good judgment. Okay, we are in the top 5, the Desert Island cards right here. And how could this card not be on? This is not the highest value card in the world, granted. The 92 Fleer XL Derek Jeter, a minor league card of Derek Jeter. I've had this, I pulled it out of a pack when I was 12 years old. And I've loved it from the second I laid eyes on it. It is a great card. I think this is a very underrated card right here. Derek Jeter is a rosy-cheeked minor leaguer. This is all like optimistic and boy, golly gee, I certainly hope the Yankees call me up this year. This is such a cool card to me. Like him as a minor leaguer and then what he eventually became. It's so cool to look back at, to look at this card and just kind of see the greatness that would become him. So, and number 4, I mean, I've already foreshadowed this card. This is the card that I have to say, like, launched my channel. I went from 5 subscribers to like 70 on that first PSA video, and a lot of it was because of this card right here. I think sharing happened, word got out, but that's on a personal level. But I mean, dude, 84 Fleer update Roger Clemens. How can this not be up to the pantheon of my collection? How cool is this? I mean, yeah, I mean, I did not, like, when I sent it in, 10 wasn't even in the realm of possibility. I figured the PSA graders would find something on the card in terms of like a little ding or something like that. When they brought out the jeweler's loop to take a look at the card, they'd find something. They'd find chipping, whatever. Apparently they didn't. I mean, it really is super clean. But as we all know, it's always a crapshoot. And by the way, Tops 85 401, I saw your live stream on Monday, and you're absolutely right about PSA. I mean, I have a rant. I have a couple of 2 cents to put in on that. I'll make a video on that here in a day or two. Okay, the top 3. Also, Nate also mentioned this card in that video. Mike Trout, 2011 Topps update in a PSA 10. This is probably the best buy I ever made because I got this card, oh man, when I first got back into collecting. Early last year. It was either right under 200 or just a tick above. But that has turned out to be an excellent, excellent buy. Even if this card is overvalued, and it may be, who knows, I'm still keeping, I'm not selling it because I'm a huge fan of this guy. And disagree with Nate on Mike Trout. He is going to be considered one of the all-time greats. Yes, he does strike out, but he also walks about the same amount, if not more, than he strikes out. His on base is ridiculous. He just does everything well. Okay, the top two. I mentioned my top three all-time players. I have not mentioned this guy yet. Bam. 57 tops, Ted Williams, and a PSA 7. Look at the centering on that card. How cool is this card? Another awesome tidbit of info on this particular card is 57 is the year, or as a 38-year-old, he hit 388. That's ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. And I saw like the Ken Burns baseball documentary, and it had Billy Crystal on there, and he was talking about the time that he met Ted Williams when he was late in his life. He was like early 80s. It was at the All-Star game where I think it was in Boston, and Billy Crystal asked him, "Oh, Ted, what do you think you'd hit today?" And Ted Williams said, "Oh, about 250, 260." So Billy Crystal's like, 250? It's like, "Yeah, kid, I'm 82 years old. I'm in a wheelchair." That's Ted. All right. The card number one. The card I've wanted my entire life. And this also fits into the Rocco Rookie Card category. This started it all. It is my favorite, definitely my favorite pitcher of all time. One of my all-time favorite players. 69 tops. RRC of the Express. Nolan Ryan. It's a PSA 8. Awesome. This card, I've wanted it my entire life, and I picked it up for my birthday last year as a birthday present to myself. And I'm glad I did. Was not cheap, I have to admit, but totally worth it. I've always wanted this thing. This is such a great card. And the thing that's even better about it, Jerry Koosman is not on this thing. Get off my cards, Jerry Koosman. We don't want you. That is a straight, pure, uncut Nolan Ryan right here. I think this is a far more desirable card. Yeah. How can it not be number one? I mean, dude. Now, the next one of these next one of these all-time favorites videos I'll start filtering in all of the cards I've already showed you on my recent editions videos, because like that Mantle, it's going to be on there. Let's be honest. But anyway, this wasn't as nerve-wracking as I thought it would be, so that's a good thing. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.